The beginning of the confirmation of charges hearings at The Hague means a lot of things to a lot of different people, but it is perhaps the political landscape in the country that will first experience the effects. Prime Minister Raila Odinga, Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta, Eldoret North MP William Ruto, and Internal Security Minister Professor George Saitoti are among the key parties interested in the outcome of the Hague process, according to analysts. But the outcome is far off. Analysts say the process itself is something to worry about.
If people start testifying, what kind of evidence is going to come out? And who else will be implicated in it? So it might become very murky. And nobody is sure of anything. The way we can see things going, nobody should be sure about anything, except maybe the voter who didn't know what was going on. But the big political players should not be celebrating anywhere.
The discussions have largely centered on the possibility of incarceration of the two main suspects, politically speaking, that is, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. Both represent vote-rich regions and both are perceived kingpins in their respective regions, which has presented a spellbinding puzzle on who benefits.
And not if this happens, but when it happens, Kalonzo Musyoka sits pretty as a probable beneficiary of the demise of the two.
If you ask me, George Saitoti is waiting for September. He's waiting so keenly that should the Hague take away Uhuru Ruto, then he would be the beneficiary, not Kalonzo Musyoka.
The question of who benefits is closely linked to the perceptions held in the Mount Kenya region and in Kalenjin areas of Rift Valley, where Uhuru and Ruto come from. Both have claimed the ICC process is more political than it is legal.
There is a feeling among some of the Ruto followers and the Uhuru followers that actually these are people who are victims of political machinations. That maybe some people who have been indicted were not. That sympathy feeling can be very strong, and it can turn around in a very awkward way.
But there are those who think that the damage done to the Prime Minister's standing in the eyes of voters from Ruto's and Uhuru's strongholds is temporary, and that he stands as good a chance as anyone else to harvest.
I think the public is whimsical for the most part. They will be with you today, tomorrow they are not with you. Once Ruto and Uhuru have been removed from the picture locally, then Raila will come back. And when he comes back, he will correct the impression that has been corrected, that has been created by the two. As to whether the public will believe him at that particular moment in time is going to be a matter we have to wait and see.
Analysts are agreed that should the charges be confirmed, Uhuru and Ruto will be extremely distracted, to the point perhaps of being ineffective on the campaign trail. Some observers point out that the trials that will likely follow may develop tentacles that reach the highest echelons of power in the country. Something to ponder for the high and mighty. Muraya Kariuki, KTN.